You need one of these hits.
What about powder, y'all?
People that do powder.
You ever strip?
I don't do that. But I let a lot of people have a lot of orgies in front of me. And
that was nice of you.
Yeah, because I feel this buzz. I feel like look at that shit. Like y'all want to see if the penis really works.
World Takes Podcast, episode 179. You already know what time it is. It's your boy, Big Moolah. I got your boy.
It's B, baby. 1-2 of the World Takes Podcast.
And tonight, we got a real special episode for y'all. We got a couple special guests in the building right now. We want y'all to make some noise for Yolanda, Satchell, and Nunu. Make some noise. We got Yolanda, Satchell, and Nunu in the building. Yolanda Satchell got her upcoming documentary on the way out. For the People in the Streets is the name of it. It's due to hit shelves August 15th. Everywhere, available everywhere. The documentary is by EA2 Films. Mm-hmm. We got a little saying around here. We like to get straight to the shits. Let's get straight to it.
My point exactly. Okay.
For the people on the streets. Talk about it.
When I say for the people in the streets, I say for the people in the streets because I came from the streets, okay? Mm-hmm. It all started. I was born in 1971. I lived 322 Brunswick Avenue. My mother's name was Jane Price. She had a boyfriend. His name was Larry Howard. At the age of 5, Larry Howard took me on the side of the refrigerator and he licked my private parts, okay? And I told my sister, Desiree Jameson, I told my aunt, Charity Williams, that I had a secret. My aunt told me to tell her the secret, but I didn't tell her right then and there, but I kept saying it. So once I told her, she took me home to my mother. My very own mother told me I was lying. From that day on, I didn't know what to do. I suppressed my feelings. I suppressed them. I went to Jefferson School. I went to Stokes School. It wasn't until I reached the 3rd grade, I remember living on Laurel Circle at West Trenton. Larry Howard had, my mother went and took a bath. I was asleep. When my mother got out of the tub, I was awake. She asked me why I wasn't awake, and I told her to feel my bottom parts. My bottom parts was filled with Vaseline. That's the first time when she believed me. But even though she hit him in the head with a frying pan, she also let him out the back door when the police arrived. I lived with my grandmother, Catherine Briggs, 322 Brunswick Avenue. I had a very best friend, Allison Jackson, stay high, white. Shout out to her. And from that day on, I knew my life would never be the same. Okay, Larry Howard, he touched my private parts, my sister's private parts, my cousin's private parts. And that day, I had to figure it out. I used to be afraid to question God because I felt like I wasn't allowed to question God. I had a big family, which was the Briggs, the Kellys, the Prices, the Hedgepaths, And they would come and get me to go to church. I would hide on the side of the house, but I also knew that I wanted to know why me? I used to always ask myself that question. I got a brother named Cortland Lyons. Okay, my father was Mars Satchell. I have a lot of sisters and brothers that I don't even know. I have Brian Blue. He's my brother. He's from down here, South Trent. But anyway. I suppressed my feelings a lot as a child, and I didn't know how to talk about it. We could all be in the room together watching a family movie, and Larry would have me massaging his private parts, and nobody else seen it except me. And I didn't just wake up and ask that, because I turned to drugs. I didn't say that I wanted to be on drugs, but anyway, I turned to the streets for help. I learned how to shoplift, mill, and Annie Ford, she taught me that for the very first time. And when I would go shoplifting, it would boost my adrenaline. The very first time I went to jail was here on Market Street, downtown Trenton. I stayed 6 months in jail, and I grew a church choir because I always liked it gospel music, and my very first song was when my church choir was called "Sacrifice His Life" by Yolanda and the Mississippi Man's Choir, and so I would sing that song, and there was a correctional officer named Leslie McMillan. She liked the way I sang, and so at that time, I didn't know that I would become what you call with women. So anyway, that came about. When I came home, I lived 23 Beach Street in the Dolly Homes, and my sister, she left the apartment. My sister has always been there for me, even though my sister, she became pregnant at the age of 12. My mother made her have an abortion, so she couldn't have kids after that. So I call my sister Hattie. We all call her Hattie, but she also was my backbone. And the very first time I found out that my sister became in contact with drugs through my Aunt Charity, showed my sister what drugs was. My sister, I came home one day, and I was knocking on the door, I couldn't get in. And my sister had found the stash that I had. I had a couple of ounces of coke that I stole from Ice Water. He's deceased. But anyway, my sister was looking at the peephole, and when I found out that my sister had came in contact with those drugs, I cried and I told my sister, "You cannot do that," because she was my backbone. And from that day on, my sister never ever touched a drug again a day in her life, because older or younger? My sister, she's older than me. She's older than me. She has a house down the street from me right now. She lives 7 Cliff Street, and I live 17 Cliff Street. But my sister, she has always been there for me. But at the same time, she used my addiction against me. She has helped me raise my kids, as well as she has helped my other family members. That's not your place. Don't do that. She helped raise my Aunt Charity's kids. She has 5 kids. She helped raise them. She helped me raise my 5 kids. All my kids' names begin with MS, which the last 2 are twins.
What do you mean begins with an MS?
My father's name is Mars Satchell.
Oh, you mean like the initials are MS?
Okay. Like my firstborn is Malik Satchell. My secondborn is Melquan Satchell. My thirdborn is Mahogany Satchell, and then I have Michael and Micah. I named them Satchell, but the family that they were raised with are Bowsers. They changed their last name to Bowser, so it's Michael and Micah Bowser.
You had 5 children?
5 children. But I have
honestly, I want to let you talk. Go ahead, talk. I got questions about all this stuff, but go ahead.
That's the question. I'm going to answer. I got 5 questions. I had I had 5 children, but I had 4 C-sections. I never had natural birth. I didn't want to do that. I'm scared of natural birth, but I had an epidural. At that time, I had a cousin that was in the hospital and a friend that was in the hospital. All 3 of our kids were born July the 24th. I have a cousin named Nikki Hedgepeth. But her name before that was Briggs. They all has a big family. I don't know if you know Kenny and Tony Hedgepeth. They was from West Trenton. They were all Briggses. But at that time when I was in the hospital, I could hear them screaming. I never forget it. I was not willing to have no natural birth baby. I was not doing that, but I had a C-section. But anyway, that was my firstborn son, Malik Satchell. His father is Missy Edwards. He from the Middle Homes. Everybody thought that I was from the Middle Homes, but I wasn't. Anyway, I grew up also in the Middle Homes. That's where I learned to. I began to smoke PCP. I learned how to shoplift. I learned to sell drugs, and that was just my lifestyle. I've had some jobs and all of that, but the streets was for me. So and I helped a lot of people. I would give you the shirt off my back, literally. But those very same friends knew that I had a lot of hustle in me. My dad was a hustler. He drove a cab. He wrote numbers. He did all of that. And he used to be at Scotty's Bar right here at South Trenton playing cards. We had card games, and from that day on, I just knew how to hustle, and I just never gave up. I'm still not, right to this very day, I'm not willing to give up hustling. I'm sorry, it's not enough money. I receive SSI. That's not enough money for me. I can't survive off of that. I pay a mortgage right now, and that I get it how I live it. So. I'm not willing to sit there and use all of the drugs. I do use the drugs that I sell.
Let's go back to the documentary. Let's go back to the documentary. I want to go back to it, and I want to know, for women that may be getting abused out there.
What do you mean?
Younger women.
Yeah,
they might be getting abused. They might be getting touched. What advice do you have for them?
The advice that I have for young women that may be getting touched, my advice to them is not to keep it a secret. And like I believe in secrets keep you sick. It keeps you out there. It wasn't until I didn't know why I was forgiving myself, but something like I always believed in the higher power. I don't believe that we just came to earth and we just here. Like I don't believe in like I don't depend on no man. Like so the younger women, I try to tell them that all the time. Stop depending on your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like every time my little friend right here, she call me, her boyfriend put her out, I'll come to the rescue. Like I don't depend on men. I'm gonna put my feet to the street, and like I can't depend on no man. So I fend for myself. I don't know no other way. Like all I know is hustle, and in the midst of it all, the struggle. Even though I struggle, I appreciate the struggle because it helped me appreciate that. So a man thinking, so it shall be. Like I like to put it out into the atmosphere. Like I like to help people, but some people. A lot of people that I have helped, like they look at that as a weakness for me. But I look at it as a strength because, for the simple fact that God gave His only begotten Son. Like sometimes I say help the helper. Like times that I may have fallen down. Like for instance, like I got a boyfriend that I had for over 15 plus years. Like I done paid for his lawyer fees. I done paid all while he was in jail, kept minutes on the phone. And it's been ongoing to the point where I feel like sometimes this motherfucker my motherfucking son. Like when somebody's gonna help me? And then at times that I may need help, like I don't know how to ask for help. So I don't do that because I've suppressed my feelings.
It's like you taking us all over the place. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, but I'll be all over the place.
That's all right. We gonna guide you. We gonna narrow you. we're gonna bring you back in because you said this is your young woman, right? To the left of you.
You said this is my young woman. That's my friend, not my young woman.
You just said that was your young woman.
My friend, not like
Not like
say
young woman.
Yeah, like what you talking about?
I'm one of the young girls that she fuck with.
What I said? No, not.
So you not her quote unquote girl?
No.
You wasn't the one she fucked with.
They both have boyfriends
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, like you said, like we
we
gang,
gang, like we gang, like
Both of your
Okay.
boyfriends on drugs also? Like,
No.
they
Okay.
tricks?
no,
Yeah.
they taking money.
Are you a treat?
Yeah, like
Or do you treat? Because both of my boyfriends that I do, guess what?
They
I
treat.
take care of them.
Well, we like for our guests to ask questions at the end of the show. We all have questions.
Because they treat.
yeah, like
That was a trick question.
yeah, it was.
For real.
We answered
Y'all
it right
funny.
now. We answered it right.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Nah,
got some
because
comeback for
it's
that.
just like, all right, if we gonna sit down, let's be honest with each other.
I'm listening.
You telling me about this lifestyle. You telling me you told me you had the shorty, but
No, I never said she was my shorty. I said my first girlfriend was a correction officer in the jail,
Yeah.
Market Street. I didn't say she was my shorty. Let's correct that, young man.
well, let's correct it. But we gonna rewind the tape.
Rewind it, man.
We gonna rewind the tape and we gonna go from there. But
Nah, keep it going.
Yeah, like-
It is what it is.
no,
No, she did say that though.
I'm just saying keep it.
I said what?
No, you did say that. Like it was the correct. And then, but you ain't want to say, you know.
I didn't want to say. I
straight
never said she was
I
my girlfriend. I didn't say that.
No, not
No.
her. What
Oh.
I'm talking about when you did say the girl in jail. That's
Yeah,
the first
yeah,
time
that's
realizing
yeah.
you like women.
Yeah.
But you didn't want to really say it. You said it.
No, I still like
you
women
didn't stand
sometimes.
on it.
No.
But
She
you
said
said
it
it.
in code. She
She
said
No,
said
it in code.
I don't got no goals.
She
Everything
said
I
it.
do, I tell the truth about it.
We ain't
I
saying
said
you
it
don't
go.
tell the
And
truth.
then, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Now, if I'm sober, I don't want nothing to do with no women. It's only when I'm.
How often are you sober? Though is the question.
if I'm locked up.
You locked up.
If I'm locked up. If I'm locked
And that's
up.
when you realize you like women.
No, this is where it stems from. It stems from she took care of me. I always did the taking care of stuff.
So all right, so boom.
Do you think it has anything to do with maybe the abuse?
I believe that. I believe that. I do.
And again, I want to stay centered. I want us to stay centered on what we can do to prevent this for young girls going forward. Right? So one thing you said was acknowledge it. And I believe in that wholeheartedly. You got to tell your parents. You got to tell whoever it is you believe in. And you got to let them handle it as the older person.
But you got some of them parents that the parents don't even acknowledge it because they want to be with that man so bad that they
just let
overlook
shit
it.
go
They throw that
ahead.
shit, they sweep that shit under the rug.
But that's still the first step for sure.
Yeah.
Like we gotta still, we can't
That
discourage
should be a
these children.
first step always. Whether
Yeah, it
your
should
parents acknowledge it or not. If you got some asshole parents that don't acknowledge it, move on.
Right.
And let's move to stage 2. Right? Right, B?
That's a fact.
Let's move to stage 2. But stage 1, go to your parents. And see if your dad is one of them ones that's going to ignore it. If your dad is that, your
Told
dad
your
is...
dad?
Shit, one of your the dads might be the one who doing it. How about that?
Did you tell your dad?
I told my dad, but see, my dad believes me. My dad believes me.
That's
And
it.
I'm shitted all over the place though.
See?
I had a very dysfunctional family.
But
You
see
lean
what I
towards the
mean?
women in your family though.
That leads to but the thing is, my father believed me though. I lived with my
Then
father.
what your father do?
Um,
Did he try to reach out to Larry or anything?
My father wasn't with my mother at the time, but he believed me, so I went to live with my father. But my mom, I was shifted back and forth, shifted back and forth. My mom, and it was only around the corner.
How were you in school? Like how
Well, to be honest, I never completed school. I was in school, but my mom would call me sometime to come babysit my brother that she had from the man that molested me. because my mother worked for the state for over 38 years. So, and then not only that, she paid the man that molested me to watch his own very son. She took care of him. She took care of him.
Damn.
All
man.
while I feel it for myself. You know? But I still love the ground that my mother walked on. To her the very last time there. You want to be one mom?
It's
And during and at her dying day, in that very house that I live in right now, that I got out of foreclosure, while selling drugs, I got that house out of foreclosure. But my sister is the power of attorney, so she's holding it over my head too. But I was the one who got out of foreclosure. I'm still in that house right now, paying a mortgage. You know. And I don't got no job
This is
either.
getting a little deep. I got questions, I got opinions, but I say let's shake it up a little bit. Let's introduce who you came here, and let's get a little light background. If that's okay, then I got questions for you though, for sure. If that's okay.
let's introduce Nunu to the set.
My name Nunu. I was born and raised in Trenton. Really raised in Ewan Township.
Yeah.
I ran away at 16, hit the projects, and it was on from there. I met my first baby dad when I was 15, going on 16. I was staying with my cousin Sharon McNeil. A little incident happened. She sent me away to like this group home. What's that group home on 7th Street called? The Anchor House.
The Anchor House.
I found out I was pregnant. She didn't come get me or whatever. I just took custody of me. I had my son. From there, you get what I'm saying? Like, she always told me, like, don't let no nigga get over on you. Don't let these niggas take control of you. Like, fuck over on these niggas before they fuck over on you. You get what I'm saying? So, like, from that point, it was just, like, a different ball game. Like, so I would try to beat the niggas to the punch. You get what I'm saying? Like, for us, like, trying to play a bitch out.
What do you mean?
Like, for example, if a nigga trying to, like, play you out, like, say he got a girlfriend and he lying to you, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, just take heed to certain shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention to everything that he tells you, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as you notice that he's lying or something like that, like, you try to beat him to the punch, like,
So
be 2 steps ahead of him. Like, bitch, you can't play me. You get what I'm saying?
And then what?
Then it is what it is.
She mean, like, I'm gonna say this.
I don't know what that means. No.
Like-
what it is mean. Like,
Like, bitch, like, fuck it.
Like, you done beat them to the punch. It is what it is.
Like,
If you
You
catch
can't
him
just
cheating,
make faces.
it's-
Like, you gotta
like
go over there.
I'm just saying, like, it's not that hard to
Talk to me.
understand. It's just like,
Talk to me.
bitch, it's like, fuck it. Like, bitch, like,
You
you
cheated.
think you trying to play me, but bitch, guess what? You getting played on.
Alright, boom.
Anyway,
Y'all funny.
a long line came after that. Whatever the case may be. Like she said, like, I hit the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, my grandparents, they raised me, or whatever, like, and they always telling me, like, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, don't go here, don't go there. And my curiosity was like, why not go there? Why not do this? Why not do that? You get what I'm saying? So, them telling me not to do it, I go do it anyway. You get what I'm saying? Like, and as soon as I hit the streets, it's like, oh, this is why they said not to do this. But this shit's fun. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is why they said don't go over here. But bitch, I'm having a ball. You get what I'm saying? Like, and from there, like, the streets raised me. You get what I'm saying? Like, not only that, like, my son, he raised me too. Like, my son raised, like, you know what I'm saying? Like raised me as well. You get what I'm saying? Like, we raised each other.
Y'all grew up together.
Yeah, like, we grew up together. You get what I'm saying? But, like, the streets is another thing. I'll tell you that. Like, and
So you still have a close relationship with your oldest son?
yes, very. Like, very. Like, that's my motherfucking nigga.
Well, he's like 16.
He's 13.
He's 13.
Yes, and that's my motherfucking
Y'all
nigga.
live
When
together?
I say, not at this moment, But like I see him every day, I talk to him every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my best friend.
I don't want to be friends with my kids.
Nah, it ain't like a friend relationship. But I tell him like I'd rather teach my son before the streets teach him. You know what I'm saying? Because like if the streets tell him one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like they might teach him the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell him for what I know. You get what I'm saying? Like so anything I tell my son, like anything you got a question about, anything you need to know, like ask me. Like don't be afraid to talk to me.
Where's his father?
His father is in jail at this time.
He's still right now too?
But I have a second baby father who has custody of both of them, and my oldest son looks at him like that's his dad. Like you know his real dad, but my second baby father is his.
And you're 30 years old. You said when you were 16 you hit the streets and it was basically up, right? Like when did you start like indulging in hardcore drugs? Hold on, what you thought I was about to say? What you thought I was just about to say? Because you reacted first.
You want some drugs or something?
Yeah.
Because you keep talking about drugs.
Yes.
Nah, because that's interesting to me.
Why are you scared of drugs? You scared of drugs? See, drugs is secondary to, see, the white man, they want us to give us just like me. I don't want them. I don't want that. If they give it to me, I'm going to sell them. I don't want it. I don't want to take it myself. But are you interested in drugs? A drug is a drug. I'm just smoking that marijuana. That's a drug too. I see people that every day do shit for weed. I ain't doing no shit for no motherfucking weed. I ain't doing shit for nothing anyway. I'm just some shit.
You ain't doing shit for nothing.
Can't nobody pay me enough
If
money.
the price is right, I just
No, not me. I'm gonna get my own money. He sleep. You tired? We going.
I'm not asleep. I'm thinking about it. Two things for certain.
Wake up.
You gonna take your glasses off?
He need to wake up. He need to wake up. Shots fired.
No, I got real dark in here.
Yeah, it did get dark.
It got real dark in here.
Nah.
What you saying?
Nah, it's interesting though. You guys, I know you guys have stories. You guys have journeys, and it's probably a long documentary.
Documentary available everywhere. August 15th. EA2 Films. Make sure y'all go tap in with that.
Hey yo, we quitting. We starting a new life till tonight, y'all.
Tonight. Like what?
Yeah, word up, man. Fuck it, man.
Word up.
Nah, we calling them
We
kids
up
up and said, look,
Purple.
y'all coming with us.
Yeah.
Fuck this shit. We going out, filling out applications tomorrow.
Not crack applications.
What kind of jobs you had though? You said you had some
I
jobs.
did CNN, I did security, all of that.
She had some good jobs.
I did some good jobs.
You secured the
all my security bags too.
or secured the bag.
All of them for the people in the motherfucking street.
So if somebody ran up with the gun, what you gonna do?
What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it up. I'm gonna let them have that. Cause I got some more at home waiting. But I done been there. I done did that. I done been wrong. I done been stuck up. All of that. All of that. No,
you ever been stuck up by a man who just slapped you and choked you and said, "Give me what you got"?
No, that would be doing sex.
I like that.
That would be sex. I want a bitch to pull the trigger on me. Pull the trigger. Just don't let it come out of a body.
Just right before, like,
that
pull
means it's
it.
little. I don't like things. I like shit with veins in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that part. Real meat.
Yo, what you gonna do with it?
What? I'm gonna blow the smoke on it. The crack that I'll be smoking on it. I'm gonna get it hard.
Oh, the crack smoke can get it up?
That cocaine.
You didn't even know that, did you, bro?
I didn't know that.
That cocaine is the cure for everything. I used to think cocaine was the answer for
Oh,
COVID.
Diggs knew that.
You had COVID or a coke fit. You had COVID or a coke fit. Which one you gonna have?
That's
So
so again?
I used to think that because I got high over coke, that I couldn't get COVID. So I asked the people in the streets, "Are you gonna have COVID or a coke fit? Which one you gonna have? Which one you gonna take?"
Give me the coke. Where the coke?
That part.
Y'all been so lit.
Big
I'm
what? What?
Yo, pass that coke.
Period.
Let me get that shit.
Period, bitch. Fuck all
Hey, yo.
that bullshit.
So what we
I
gonna
can't
do?
wait till we finish. I'm ready to go outside and smoke for real.
We
The oil. The oil.
we gonna,
What y'all know about to the oil though?
That's my motherfucking oil.
Oil
Oil-itis.
Y'all hit oil nights?
Oil. No.
What?
Don't do that. Don't say that. But what you mean?
Why would you even
That's
ask?
my
I
boy.
would even ask.
I said that's my boy. I didn't say I hit him.
I'm sorry.
What you trying to hit him? Did you hit him?
I don't like that.
Did
I
you
don't
hit
like
him?
that.
From the backside. Doggy style. That's my dog though, but not doggy style. Man, you know I ain't doing that one.
Yeah.
Everything ain't for everybody. Lottie dotty, we like
Hey,
to party.
All right, real quick for the people. How old are you?
35 backwards.
35 backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
50
I
motherfucking three.
was not close. I wasn't close.
Right.
All right. So anyway, you ain't say that though. You ain't acknowledge
I
that.
ain't gotta say it. I ain't gotta say it. You
All
asked
right.
the question, I answered it, nigga.
Like, so when you was coming up in like high school and in your early 20s, a lot of people like to consider that their prime. Like when they say in my day, they consider like the late high school career, their early 20s, their prime era. That's when the music was the best, the style was the best,
Listen,
whatever.
I like music. I ain't complete high school. I was a job whore. I ain't complete that. I ain't complete nothing but drugs.
But you was outside though.
I was outside.
Right. So
And I was at job whore. I was in a job whore with the drugs too. They kicked me out of there.
So who was some of the like the coming up in Trenton? Who was some of the fly guys and who was some of the fly ladies? Like
Power A, Rocksteady. Which are my Rocksteady, my family though. But anyway, Gary King, Boo Boo, all that. Warney, my shoplifting buddy. Nicole Nolan. Nikki
she was a
Nikki
baddie. I
the
mean, like pretty, like not just cool. I'm talking about the ones, the guys.
Listen, let me tell you something about me. Everywhere I go, they say I take over. That's what they say. I don't give a fuck. First of all, my drug habit, I'm gonna get high at home. I go out in the streets and do that. I'm not bringing all that around my kids and all that shit like this. I go outside. But everywhere I go, I don't give a fuck if it's abandonment. I'm opening that up. And I'm ready now.
Abandonment.
Abandonment.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get me some money out of that. I always had cars. I'm not about to rent my car out to you, bitch, cause I'm gonna drive my car. I'm gonna take you where you gotta go. And bitch, I'm gonna give you some money from that. I'm gonna take you boosting. I'm gonna boosting. I'm gonna do all of that. All of it. I'm not about to do all that. I'm not about to stand on a corner and ask nobody for no quarter. I can't do that. I ain't doing that. But I don't look down on nobody. I don't do none of that. I like to help people. That's why I call myself Help the Helper. Bitch, because when I need help, I don't got to tell you about it. You should know already now.
Yeah.
Period. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I don't do all that. I don't look down on nobody. I don't look down on nobody for nothing that they do. Even the people that's in jail. Let a motherfucker, it's already some minutes on my phone for if a motherfucker got to call me in case of emergency.
Yeah.
I'm answering that phone. And I'm going to send them some money, all while being on drugs. All of that, because I know it. I live that lifestyle. Right. I'm addicted to it. Period.
Yeah, you do too.